Shelly from Gethsemane Garden Center, and I'm here to talk to you about the benefits of fall planting for perennials. So fall planting is a really wonderful and misunderstood time for planting your perennial plants. It is a time when the season has really warm soil. The air temperature is getting a little cooler, and you can see how your garden has matured. All of these different aspects mean that you can plan for your garden and your plants have time to root and root healthy before the real cold sets in. And then when spring comes around, they'll be able to really get a kickstart on their growing. The plants you plant now in the fall are going to be much larger, mature plants next year than the ones that you plant in the spring. One of the wonderful things about fall planting and planning is that a lot of the plants that show off in the fall, you can see them in their maturity. In the springtime when you shop for them, many of them are not available, or when you see them, they're very short, especially the grasses. So you can't see their colors and their glorious panicles that they get as they mature. Also, you can see your garden display as it is, and you can make changes. You can transplant the plants that are not in the right places, and you can buy new plants to fill those spots so that you get the right balance and the look for your garden. Another plant that is oftentimes not planted enough is the aster. There's lots of different types of native asters, and they're an important food source for the butterflies and bees and other native insects. You'll oftentimes catch the migrating monarchs coming to your blooming asters in late September and October, when there's almost no other blooming plants for them to feast upon. It's a wonderful time also to plant in your shade garden. The ferns are quite glorious this time of year. You can plant a lot of the perennials all the way through to the end of October. And a lot of small garden centers keep that in mind, and we are still bringing in fresh stock. The most important thing to remember when planting for your fall perennials is even though the weather is getting cooler, you will still need to water them through October, possibly into November if it's warm. Fall planting can be a really good time for beginner planters because the ground is warm and oftentimes it has a bit of moisture, so it's easier to work than the heat of the summer. So with the wonderful fall temperatures, it's actually a joy to work in the garden during the day and even into the afternoon, where in the summer it can be really hot. In the fall it's really cool and refreshing.